Alright, what's good? I was supposed to do this vlog yesterday, but I'm gonna do it now. And the only reason why I'm doing it a day late is because it was just very late when I finally got back, obviously from London, um, over the weekend. So big shout out to Tobias, big shout out to Lorenzo, and big shout out to Giorgio for obviously helping me out when I was in London, and I was very lost on the tubes. I'm not gonna lie, I was very lost on the tubes, and because it was busy, I don't know why. When a situation is busy, that can get to me sometimes, if you know what I mean. Because I was just like, oh, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing. My signal was playing up as well. Like I said, these guys recognized me and then wanted to help, you know. So in a way, YouTube kind of helped me, you know what I mean. And doing this, and obviously creating videos and stuff, they were able to recognize me through that. And then, like I said, they were like my personal chaperones. You know, they were with me for a good. They went to a few different stops with me as well. Completely went the opposite direction of where they were going as well. Because from what they told me, they were just going out for the day to um, go see museums. You know, go see sites in London. Because I just said, "It goes, well, what are you doing today?" Oh, we're gonna go to Buckingham Palace. We're gonna go to a National History Museum. We're gonna go to a National Science Museum. I think they said they were gonna go to the National Automation Museum, which is like a car type museum, and they wanted to go to an armament museum as well, which is all around and in London. The other couple of bits and pieces that they had to do. I remember asking them as well, like, do you have a specific time that you have to be in? So I didn't hold them up on time wise, but I just want to give them a big, massive thank you once again, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have made it over to Mottingham when I was supposed to have done, and I probably wouldn't have cracked on with doing these songs and all these videos and all the thumbnails and all the other content that we did over the weekend. So like, I'm very thankful that I met such interesting people as well. And it was really surprising when they told me they knew my channel, and like they like literally showed me as well. And I was just like, "Rah, that's crazy, that's crazy." But yeah, they're all really good guys, and I hope they enjoyed their time in London. From what they were saying to me, they were on an exchange program. Um, so Tobias was from Germany, Lorenzo and Giorgio were from Italy, and I think they previously hadn't known each other until they had all come together and come to obviously the UK. Because from what they told me, there's a lot of different countries that are apparently doing that right now, and they're staying in London. And they told me what they were doing to get better at speaking English. They were trying to engage in conversations with as many people as they possibly can to learn English, because you learn English obviously in other countries as a curriculum language to be learned, but the best way that you're gonna actually pick up not just English, Welsh, Urdu, whatever it may be, the best way you're gonna ever learn a language or really pick it up and understand it is by you speaking each and every single day. And that's literally what they're doing, and they're better. They're all like, their English is great as well, um, really friendly, really respectful, and they're just nice people more than anything else. So like, it was nice to come in contact with people that actually wanted to help. No disrespect to anybody in London. Like, I had a lovely time when I was there, and it's a great city. It's a great place, but people don't have time for each other when it comes to like giving directions or anything like that. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's different with Wales or something. But down here, if you ask someone for directions, you will get directions. In London, that wasn't happening, mate. That was not happening at all. I feel like the whole time that I was asking people for directions, people were just either blankly just looking at me, or were just saying I'm busy, or I've got things to do, or would just walk off type thing. But that seems to be the vibe of a lot of people in London anyway. So it was nice to obviously come in contact with people who wanted to engage in a conversation. You know what I mean? They told me about their whole day, what they were doing, what countries they were from. I was told about a couple of different areas as well in Germany that are nice to live. They told me about their aspirations. Like, for having only met them about 40 or 50 minutes prior, like, we had a real in-depth conversation, and as I said, they all said they were trying to learn better English. Well, their English is superb. Like, their English is superb, their manners are superb. Like, they're nice, genuine, decent people, and it's made me want to explore their countries as well, because from what I was told, apparently there's some really beautiful districts in Germany as well that you can go and visit. um, I was also told as well that they have a tube train type system over in Germany. He didn't tell me what the name of it was, but he asked me, because he's like, "Where do you live?" But obviously I said I live in Cardiff, and he said like, oh, I know that's in Wales, and I was like, yeah. So then he was asking more questions, and one of the questions Tobias asked me was, is there a tube or train system in Wales? And I said, look, we've got a train system, like an overground train system, but we haven't got an underground train system because that's not been built into the infrastructure of Cardiff or anywhere that I've seen in Wales at all. So then I reversed the question and asked him that, and from what he told me, there is a tube system apparently in Germany, but it's only in certain parts of Germany. So it was cool to find that out as well. And you know, with Lorenzo as well, great manners. Was showing me as well, like when they were going around London, they've kind of just got an app that has like all different tourist attractions and all different places to go. I gave him a couple of recommendations as well of places to go and visit, as they didn't actually know about the Army Museum until I actually brought that up, because they said the History Museum, the Science Museum, and the Automation Museum. They didn't actually know about the Army Museum. So when I told them about that, and I was like, yeah, there's like a big massive tank outside that you can go and see. They seemed pretty happy. So I hope the lads have a good weekend. I hope they're having a great time as well. And if you do see them out and about, say hello, because they're really friendly, nice people. You know what I mean? And they're just trying to pick up and learn as much English as they possibly can. For, I believe they said they were here for like 3 or 6 months staying in the UK, and people from the UK are obviously gone to their countries to stay. So it's kind of like the exchange programs that they do across the world, where you'll have you know, colleagues or children or whatever, maybe adults or whatever else from one country go to another country, and they like exchange houses or where they're living. But from what they said to me, it's a very chilled out environment. They don't have like a specific time that they have to go out. They don't even like really have to inform them in any way at all of if they're out, if there's any sort of situation and they need them to come back, they just give them a call. So in that sense, they're quite free to kind of just get on and live their lives and do what they got to do. And yeah, like they seem like a good bunch of people. And like I said tonight, if I'm ever back in London and you guys are here, you know what I mean, if you do see this video, like get a hold of me. You can follow me over on Twitter, general_music_, like we'll catch up or something. But yeah, I just thought it was really heartfelt, like when I was literally lost, to have these people recognize me, come up to me, and then just literally just take me to where I needed to be. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, they were all really nice people, man. You know what I mean? And especially Tobias, like every time I was like, oh, when's the next stop? When's the next, like where we gotta go next? What we gotta do next? Straight away, it was just on his phone and would find out instantly. And yeah, even I said to him, in later life, like whatever you decide to do, if you want to be a travel guard, you want to be like someone who works on public transport, on the trains and all that sort of stuff, like you would be really good, because directions wise they were great. And yeah, it was just an interesting conversation to have. It was something that I never thought would have happened. I'm quite a talkative person. I'm not a standoffish person. I'm very easy to get on with and easy to talk to, but London is one of the few places in the UK that I know that if I go somewhere, I need to know what I'm doing, because the people there 9 times out of 10 will not help you, unless you find like an elderly person or someone who looks like they're in a good mood. 9 times out of 10 people will just either look past you or they'll just ignore you. So it was a breath of fresh air to encounter people from different countries who were only visiting London, but were willing to take time out of their precious day to make sure that essentially, I know like they watch me and stuff on YouTube, but essentially somebody they don't really know, because you might know me from YouTube videos, like watching me, but meeting me in real life is completely different. I don't change as a person, but some people don't always feel like they can make that connection. But I love how YouTube was actually able to provide me a safe space to travel, and meant that I was able to meet people of a similar ilk who like the things that I do, and they helped me because of this. So big shout out to Tobias, big shout out to Lorenzo, big shout out to Giorgio, you know what I mean? And big shout out to YouTube, because if I hadn't been doing YouTube and been doing what I'm doing, these people wouldn't know who I am, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm very thankful for the fact that I was able to meet such great people, and I had a fantastic weekend because of them, because it saved me from being lost for the best part of like 20-30 minutes and not going to studio when I meant to and whatever else. So yeah, so from me to you guys, Tobias, Lorenzo, Giorgio, thank you very much. Hope you have a brilliant time in the UK. I hope you learn as much English as you possibly can. You learn as much about the culture of being in the UK and everything that we have to offer. And at some point in life, I am definitely going to go to Italy and I'm definitely going to go to Germany, because the recommendations that I got off these guys for food, for living, for agriculture, like how they explain their countries to me makes me intrigued and fascinated to want to go there and learn more about them. So from me to you guys, thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in a bit.